As disaster assessments of the destruction caused by Hurricane Harvey continues in the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers visited Richmond and Rosenberg, which is about half an hour west of Houston, Texas. To help with the Tzu Chi assessment, the mayors of the two cities promised to submit a name list to avoid wasting resources. This is a mobile home park near the highway. When water broke from the nearby river, this region was severely affected. The residents of these parts are mostly those who don't have a stable income or low-income families. Basically, after the flooding, these homes are uninhabitable. Yet without other means, they return to living here. Richmond, which is 30 kilometers southwest of Houston, Texas, flooded last year. And due to its close proximity to the Brazos River, the flooding nightmare happened again this year.
And these little homes here,
Local fire chief especially showed the devastation firsthand to the Tzu Chi volunteers.
Number one, for electrical safety, because when high water hits electrical components, it can energize the home or even the area around it. Second thing is for contaminated water. Even though it's river water, normally benign, there could be contaminants in it from hazardous materials that it picks up along its way. And the third thing we check for in the residence to make sure it's clear is for animals, because sometimes animals will seek refuge in homes when they're afraid and they're in high water.
In this 30,000 populated town, residents mostly farm or raise livestock for a living. This flood has just about ruined their entire livelihood.
You were here last year when we had a record, and now we had another record a year later. And so most of those people who've lost everything, they had just finished putting their homes back together again, and so now they've lost it again.
Without fanfare, the team holds an open meeting underneath the tree, with the mayor of nearby Rosenberg City joining the relief aid discussion.
In the case of Rosenberg, it's pretty isolated close to the river. I'm not sure of the number of families that have been affected. I'm going to get you all those numbers, but they were several of them.
The two cities' mayors promised to hand over the disaster victims' name list to expedite Tzu Chi's aid distribution in the coming days.
We are just traveling to places that we can go, to places that we can see, and doing what we can. We don't need to aim for far, wide, and extravagant. We don't do superficial surface work. We plant deep seeds of charitable giving in local communities.